Welcome to On the Record. I'm Paige Preusse in for Una Lee today. Una sat down with U.S. Senator John Boozman. He is running for re-election. We'll hear more from him in just a few minutes. But first, I had the chance to speak with a woman who lives in Ukraine about what's happening over there. Listen.
We are joined now here on 4029 with Yana Haverliv. She is an exchange student who studied in Rogers from 2017 to 2018, but is currently living in Ukraine, where she is from. And Yana, we are so pleased to have you with us here today. Talk to us a little bit about where you are exactly and what you've been witnessing.
Yeah, so I guess, well, first of all, thank you for having me. And it's, I think it's a big pleasure to be here. So currently I'm located in the western part where I was born, and I'm in my hometown with my family. I'm not sure that I should be naming any specific location, but you know, it's the town called Kalush. What I've been witnessing, honestly, I would say that I'm really lucky not to be witnessing the things that many people of other cities have seen so far. The truth is that, you know, on the first day of war, there was bombing of airports, and actually the closest airport is like 30 kilometers from me. I would say that, you know, I'm really lucky not to hear this constant bombing. We do have air raids from time to time, and actually the one that was today lasted for like two hours, 2.5 even. But generally, you know, it's pretty safe here, and a lot of people from the eastern part and central part of Ukraine relocate here. So that's why we have many people, many refugees who are trying to find a safe place.
I'm sure you're on pins and needles.
I mean, yeah, you know, like I wake up, I open my phone, just scroll the news, see what's been going on around during the night, and then during the day, you know, I do have work because we are trying to keep the mindset that we should work because we should keep the economy running. So I'm lucky to have work. And even then, you know, I can't just concentrate on tasks. So I constantly check the news. And if I hear sirens, you know, I just make sure that I have all my stuff with me, and we go to the, you know, to some safer place. Some houses do have like a, I'm not really sure how it's called, but that's a special place under the building. So yeah, we do go there, but sometimes maybe we, you know, just find like a corridor. So technically the place which is like behind two walls, so that would be safer to stay.
Do you feel confident that that will protect you and that will be enough, or are there fears that this could escalate? You
know, honestly, we live in such condition that we never know what's going to happen next. But even knowing that I do have this like shelter doesn't keep me, you know, confident that I will be all right. Because again, you know, when the rocket hits, you never know what's going to be destroyed. And, you know, you never know if you will even reach this place in time. You never feel safe, and you never know what's going to happen next. But you just learn to enjoy the current moment, and you try to live in the current moment and see what you can do right now to help yourself, to help your family and the community that you live in.
Did you think that we would get to where we are today?
That's a very good question. You know, there's this, I still can't believe what's happening, honestly. We've had this news, you know, that the U.S. intelligence is worrying about the potential invasion of Russia. And I mean, we've lived kind of in this condition for many years, starting from 2014, when Russia first invaded the Crimea, and then, you know, the other eastern part of Ukraine. You know, we always kind of lived in this state of war. And I mean, there were many people who were drafted and went fighting, and I mean, we did have casualties and stuff, but it's not like our life stopped. And you know, as a regular person, as a student, I was studying, I was dreaming of the future, I was working, you know, I'm still building my career. But then at one day, it's just, you know, all your dreams and plans and goals, they just were crushed because of the plans of one person. We never truly believed that that's possible, that like this whole war is possible in the 21st century.
Wow.
So yeah, many people are still trying to get used to this thought.
I think the entire world is trying to get used to this and trying to wrap their heads around it. Yana, much more to talk about when we come back. Stay with us. We'll have more with Yana Haverliv in a moment.